I want to show you guys a picture and I want to tell you what happens when you just raise your children to be open-minded. Okay? So last year, I traveled to Jordan with my children, all 5 of them. So we went to a McDonald's, and yes, by that time, I did not know. Okay, so just leave me alone. Okay, we are not going to McDonald's anymore. Boycotts all the way, just saying. So while we were sitting down eating, all of a sudden my daughter, she was 5 at the time, was like, Mama, look at these women. They are so beautiful. So I looked around and I saw these 2 queens. Okay, these are my children. So there was another woman, but there were 3 actually, but she's not on the picture. So my daughter asked me why the hijab covers their faces. So I told her that that is not a hijab, it's a niqab. There's a difference. So she was like that they are so beautiful and she loves the way they are dressed. And I was like, yeah, they really do look beautiful, So we were just talking about them and my daughter kept on looking over, all the time until the women began to notice her. And then they called her over. So she was like, can I go? And I was like, sure. So she went there. Mind you, these women did not speak a lick of English, okay? There was nothing more than, how are you? That's it, okay? And my daughter does not speak Arabic. So she went there. She just greeted them. They shook her hand. They were laughing together. I don't know how they did it, but apparently they did communicate. So my daughter came back, continued eating her food. Well, she kept on turning around and waving at them. I don't know what it was, but she was so mesmerized by these women. So she asked me, Mama, can we take a picture with them? So I was like, in Islam, women don't always take pictures. You have to ask them. So they went there. And then my daughter told them, the third woman that then came did speak English. So my daughter told them that she thinks that they are so beautiful and she would love to take a picture with them. So the woman was translated into Arabic and they were melting, okay? And I was just watching them. And then the woman that speaks English asked my daughter something and she was like, my daughter was excited. So I was like, what's going on? So then they kneeled down and they removed their niqab and showed my daughter their faces. And at that moment, I was this close to crying, okay? Even now when I remember it, I was this close to crying. It was freaking emotional. So then my kids came back and they were like, Mama, we saw their faces and they're even more beautiful. Like they look like angels. They were so mesmerized, okay? Then I asked her about the picture and she was like, she forgot that they're so beautiful that she forgot to take the pictures. So she went back. And then they were like, yeah, they can come and take the picture. So they took the picture and this is how that picture happened. And, we have this general belief that if you can't see someone, you can't connect to that person. And I wish that we can be more like children because I don't know what my child saw in them, or my children, both of them, but particularly my daughter. But she saw how beautiful and kind they were, even though she couldn't actually see their faces. There was nothing like race or religion or nationalities or passports or boundaries. There was just purity. There was just a mutual understanding and this love for another human being, regardless of the differences we are divided by socially. So, and this is why this picture will forever be a reminder to myself and hopefully to anybody watching this video that if you raise your children to be open-minded, they will see the world in all their beauty. Because when you just focus on one thing, you will see the beauty in that one thing, surely. But there's so much beauty outside your own horizon. So make sure that your kids get to access it all so that they will grow up to be responsible and open-minded adults. That's it. Oh, and just a reminder, any type of Islamophobia is not going to be tolerated in my comments, okay? And if you're unfortunate enough and you leave your name and your picture, I'll make fun of you, okay? Your children, your parents, anybody coming from your generation, I'll make fun of them, okay? So don't, okay? Respect yourself. Thank you.